this session we are going to see the Einstein's coefficients and their relationships in the lasers as a module 4 quantum mechanics and lasers. Now in the previous session we have seen the characteristics of lasers and what is a laser. Now we see the Einstein's coefficients and their relationships. What are the Einstein's coefficients in the lasers? Now consider two energy levels E1 and E2 of an atomic system such that E1 is greater than E2. Let the population of E1 and E2 be N1 and N2 respectively. That means the population of E1 is N1 and population of E2 is N2. And we know that E1 is greater than E1 is ground state and E2 is a higher excited state, and E1 is a ground state and E2 is the excited state. We know that excited state is having a higher energy level, that is E2 is greater than E1. Now let the radiations of energy density U nu with the frequency of nu be incident on an atomic system. Previous session I have explained you the induced absorption. So when the radiations of energy density U nu with the frequency of nu be the incident on an atomic system, you know that induced absorption will take place. Induced absorption, an atom in the energy level, that is ground state, atom in the ground state of E1 absorbs the incident radiation and atom reaches to an energy level E2. E2 is an excited state. So rate of absorption or rate of induced absorption is proportional to N1 and U1. That means more number of atoms in the ground state leads to more induced absorption, and similarly more radiations of incident energy is fallen, so more will be the induced absorption. So more number of atoms and more incident radiations leads to more induced absorption. Therefore rate of absorption is proportional to N1 and U1. Removing the proportionality symbol, rate of induced absorption is equal to B12 N1 into U nu. B12 is nothing but a constant of proportionality and it is called as Einstein's coefficient of induced absorption, B12. That means it is a constant B, Einstein's coefficient, where the atom transits from state 1 to state 2, E1 to E2. Therefore it is written as B12. Next, we have discussed spontaneous emission is an emission from an atom transmits from a higher energy state E2 to a E1 without any external agency. That means it is nothing but it is only it is coming by its own without any external source. So it is nothing but spontaneous emission. Rate of spontaneous emission is proportional to N2. That means more the spontaneous emissions occurs when there is more the number of atoms in the higher energy state, that is N2. Therefore rate of spontaneous emission is proportional to N2. Spontaneous emission doesn't require any external source. It comes by its own voluntarily without any external source. So rate of spontaneous emission is equal to A21 into N2. A21 is nothing but Einstein's coefficient of spontaneous emission, transition from an energy state 2 to a transition from energy state E1, that is A21. From state 2 to from state 1. From state 2 to 1. So it is A21. This is nothing but a stimulated emission. So A21 is called as Einstein's coefficient of spontaneous emission. Next is a stimulated emission. The rate of stimulated emission is proportional to the number of atoms N2 in the energy level E2 and the incident energy density U nu. Stimulated emissions occurs only when there is a metastable state where an atom sits there for a period of 10 to the power of -3 seconds. That means it is certain period of time it is sitting there. In the process of sitting over there, if incident energy, if another photon having an incident energy U nu is being incident, so this U nu photon having energy U nu will call the atom sitting in the metastable state to come down. So rate of stimulated emission is proportional to N2 and U2. N2 is the number of atoms in the energy level E2 and U nu is the incident on such a system. So without U nu, N2 will atom from state E2 cannot come to lower energy state. So because of the incident energy state, that is some other external photon is instigating, is making the atom to come to the lower energy state. So rate of stimulated emission is proportional to N2 and U2. Therefore, rate of stimulated emission is equal to B21 N2 into U nu. That means more the stimulated emissions takes place when more number of atoms in the E2 state, and more stimulated emissions takes place when the energy is incident on such a particle. So it is related to N2 as well as U nu, because U nu is the external agency required to make the atom to come to the ground state. So rate of stimulated emission is equal to B21 N2 into U nu. B21 is called as Einstein's coefficient of stimulated emission because it is from a state 2 to 1. So B21 is called as Einstein's coefficient of stimulated emission. So at thermal equilibrium, rate of absorption is equal to sum of the spontaneous emission and stimulated emission. That means when an atom goes from lower state to higher state, it has to come down to the ground state either by spontaneous emission or by the stimulated emission. So we can frame this equation. Rate of absorption is equal to sum of spontaneous emission and the stimulated emission. So adding 1, 2 and 3, B12 N1 U nu is for the rate of induced absorption. Rate of spontaneous emission is A21 into N2. Stimulated emission is B21 N2 into U nu. Spontaneous emission doesn't require any external agency or photon to come down. So there is no U2 over here. It is from 1 to 2. It is from 2 to 1 emission, B2 to 1. B is here because it requires external source energy is required. So it is B. It is A because it doesn't require any external source. Here B1 to 2, it requires external source of energy U nu. Therefore, whenever there is external source of energy is been given, B has been used. When no external source of energy, it is A has been taken. So this is the equation what we have framed. Rearranging this equation, bring this term to this side. So you are bringing the negative all B terms to one side and A21 into N2. Taking U nu common over here, U nu is equal to B12 N1 minus B21 N2. Taking U nu common and rearranging the terms, you get U nu is equal to A21 N2 by B12 N1 minus B21 into N2. Rearranging the terms, taking this is here common, you will be getting U nu is equal to A21 by B21 into 1 by B12. Just it is a rearranging of terms. If you rearrange, bring B21 common here, you will be getting B1 dividing 1 by B12 N1 by B21 N2 minus 1. This is the equation 1. Rearranging the terms here, you will be getting in this form. Again here, from Boltzmann's law at thermal equilibrium, we have N2 by N1 is nothing but, we know that N2 by N1 is equal to e to the power of E2 minus E1 by KT. When E2 minus E1 by KT is nothing, E2 minus E1 is nothing but H nu. That is N2 by N1 is equal to minus H nu by KT. Or we are rearranging the terms as N1 by N2 as e to the power of H nu by KT. So substituting this result in equation 1, we will be getting U nu is equal to A21 by B21 by 1 by B21 by B21 e to the power of H nu by KT minus 1. Now here in this equation what we have got it here, we are replacing the terms N1 by N2 as e to the power of H nu by KT. So substituting that here, you are getting here from equation of energy distribution law, energy density is given by E nu is equal to 8 pi H nu cube by C cube. This we have seen in the quantum mechanics. Energy density equation is given by U nu is equal to 8 pi H nu cube by C cube into 1 by e to the power of H nu by KT minus 1. If you compare these two equations, you can see here this part A21 by B21 is nothing but 8 pi H nu cube by C cube, and coefficient of e to the power of H nu by KT. Here the coefficient of H nu by KT is 1. So comparing these two equations, we are getting as A21 by B21. As I told you, A21 by B21 is nothing but 8 pi H nu cube by C cube, and here the coefficient of e to the power of H nu by KT is nothing but B12 by B21. Here coefficient is 1. So therefore B21 by B12 by B21 is equal to 1. So for comparing the equations 2 and 3, we are getting A21 by B21 is equal to, this is what I have told you. So this is the relation between the Einstein's coefficient. Here B21 is Einstein's coefficient of stimulated emission, and here B12 is nothing but rate coefficient of stimulated emission, and B12 is nothing but rate of induced absorption. Thus the coefficient of induced absorption is equal to coefficient of stimulated emission. Therefore, U nu can be written as A21 by B21 into 1 by E to the power of h nu by kT. This is the expression for energy density in terms of Einstein's coefficient. This is the major equations where B12, rate of induced absorption, is equal to rate of stimulated emission, and here A21 by B21, that's the rate of Einstein's coefficient, that is a rate of Einstein's induced absorption, Einstein's coefficient of spontaneous emission by Einstein's coefficient of stimulated emission is equal to 8 by h nu cube by c cube. Thank you.